everyone, and good morning. How are you holding up with everything that is happening? It's a lockdown, but we can't be locked down. You know what the Bible says about when there's a casting down, we will say there's a lifting up. And to lift up of this morning, this is going to be one of the many series of church is not a building, because some people just don't understand that church is you. It is the amount of the word of God that you have inside you that comforts you at moments like this and gives you the right to speak. It says when you come to that point, say nothing, but the Holy Spirit of God will give you words. So in line with Tyler Perry's challenge, which I have already done, taken up from my sister Kate Henshaw, I'm going to do that song again just before we start. And I'm going to do it in my native language. Enjoy, if you can. Okay, so, all right, so that's the song. It's got the whole world in Calamari. Tonkri mengba grabeni, tonkri mengba grabeni, tonkri mengba grabeni, ani wayana bo grabeni. Tonkri mengba grabeni, tonkri mengba grabeni, tonkri mengba grabeni. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole crazy world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Whoa! He's got the whole world in his hands, whether or not we want to believe it. I'm going to say to you one thing that I say to people when they say, how can this happen? I said, there is only one God and several confused people who confuse religion with Christianity. But we're going to get to that because, like I said, church is not a building, and this is going to be one series. Oh, okay, the first of several series. Okay, so here we are. Today we're going to share together, you and I, and please, by all means, feel free to do me. You know, on my DM, you will see email address and all of that. Feel very free to have a conversation, private conversation. We will share this together. We will pray together. And sorry for some people who think that, because Hilda told them the truth, she has fallen out of faith. Sorry, bro. You don't know my love relationship with God. I'm in a real deep relationship. So deep, I ain't going away. Not even your bad mouth can. Okay? And God knows me just the way I am. He knows that I will be blunt and I will tell you the truth. So, I'm not your pastor. I just know my Bible. Okay? I know my Bible and I operate by it. And that's why I can tell you authoritatively that church is not a building. Okay? Ye are the temple of the Most High God. Got that? Okay, so let's go on. All right, so today we're going to deal with Matthew chapter 10. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it will take us a while, but I want us to concentrate on verse 16 all the way to verse 20. Okay? That's where we're going to go today. So I'm just going to read 16 to 20, but I want you to take the whole chapter on your own after now. Okay, so let me read you the verses that I'm going to concentrate on. And if I don't finish it, like I said to you, this is first of several series. And throughout this period that we are going through, what the world is going through, COVID-19, we're going to be sharing the word of God to strengthen us. Okay? The word of God, not what somebody else said. The word of God. Okay? Thank you. Clean grammar. Yes. So, we go. Verse 16. Behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. That sounds like an animal farm. Sheep, wolf, serpents, dogs. So birds that fly, things that crawl, the wild, and the very meek. It's an animal farm. And for you to understand that verse, you need to take your time and understand the character of these wilds. They're not all wild. Sheep is not. Okay? But, sheep is one of those animals that will drop itself in poop. I know who does that. I mean, like pick yourself and rub yourself. But it's okay. We're getting there, right? So he says, be as wise as serpents. Isn't serpent supposed to be the enemy? Hello? You remember the serpent in the Garden of Eden? Confusing Eve and giving her, saying what God didn't say. Isn't he supposed to be the enemy? Why are you, as a child of God who is sent as sheep, advised by the master to be as wise as the serpent? We'll get there. All right. But, with all this animal farm in front, but beware of men. The men who are put in charge of this whole crazy place that we live. Beware. Don't forget. You had a mandate. Beware of men, for they will deliver you up to councils and scourge you in their synagogues, in the buildings that you call church. Synagogue is a building, okay? They will scourge you there. They will come together and make a mess, okay? You will be brought before governors and kings for my sake. Oh, just like I've been brought these last days with people bombarding and saying, because I said, your pastor putting you in a building and breaking the rules of social distancing, and suddenly people want to be, I don't know, more Catholic than the Pope, or maybe whiter than milk. And I could use a lot of that. I'm a literature student as well. So people have been talking, running their mouths, just because God gave you a privilege of being able to use your fingers, your typing, whatever, without reading your Bible, without knowing that you are the temple. Anyways, like I said, church is not a building. Okay. You will be brought before governors and kings for my sake, as a testimony to them and to the Gentiles. Who are these? But when they deliver you up, do not worry about how or what you should speak. Do not worry. Hilda, Dokubo, calm down. Let them be saying. Okay, let them be saying. Say, don't worry about what you should speak, for it will be given to you in that hour what you should speak. And 20, for it is not you who speak, but the Spirit of your Father who speaks in you. Do you now agree that God lives in you? Do you? I'm not in a building with a name hanging over it. You are that temple. And you need to put in a whole lot of the Word of God inside of you and feed on it this time. Chew it, eat it. The children of God are described in different ways. Some drink milk, some eat meat, some grind bones. Hello, when you're a child, it's okay. Children drink milk. But when you are grounded in that Word, when you begin to study it, it becomes as meat. And then when you understand it and you build a relationship with your maker, you become a bone chewer. And guess what? That's where we are. We're about to chew some bone. Are you ready? I'm not going to make it biscuits. I'm going to give you a bit of biscuit bone and a bit of the real cocoa bone. Now that they have closed markets, if you have bone, it's better for you. You can be nibbling on it the whole day. So let's go back to that animal something that was in verse 16. Okay? Joshua, how many minutes have we done so far? No, say it.
9:53.
Okay, so stop. We shall continue. Let them be eating this one first. All right, guys.